Go ahead.
What surprised me most about India was how easy it felt. Um, there's there's this way of being in the world that's sort of baked into uh, the default Western worldview as it arises in capitalist America that works, for what it needs to do just fine. But I just I've never really bought into it, so to speak. It's never really been my jam. Um, but this is just where I live, and this is just what everybody's doing. So I've just kind of, I'll make it work. And I've been to a lot of other countries. I've got a pretty good travel resume. Um, but this is the first place I've ever been to where there's just a really different way of being in the world that's fundamental. Um, and people make a big deal about, oh, the chaos of India, the chaos that is on the streets, the chaos of just trying to get anything done. And I think that is a disservice, because it implies that there are neither systems nor order, and there are systems. They're just systems that maybe don't that aren't readily apparent to the Western worldview, and there's order that maybe doesn't submit to the dominance of that worldview. There are systems there that operate without your consent. And if you if when I went in just with no expectations, with no needs, I went in saying I didn't need India to be anything for me. And I just was completely open to it. And it just flowed into me like an ocean wave and left all of its gifts behind to be discovered as I unpack, and dig into the sand. But what happened was just like stepping into this flow that just carried me. It just welcomed me and said, "Oh, I'm not trying to make this be a thing." And I just dropped right in, and it felt beautiful. India and Sri Lanka felt like just a tremendous gift. So that's my 3 to 5 minute précis there.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
You bet. Thanks for asking.
Yes.
So, welcome everybody. So good to have you all here. This is a meeting about there's just what's happening, just this, no matter what it is, a feeling, a word, all is this expressing in countless ways. And as a seeker, there can be a tendency to want to pin it down, but it will not be pinned down.
What you just said reminded me of something. I think this was a Sufi mystic that said this, but I don't remember who it was. They said of this that we're of this that we're pointing to. Um, it cannot be found by seeking, but only seekers find it.
Mm.
I like that.
And I would add to that, they only find it when the seeker is allowed to fall away.
Mm.
When the seeker falls away, when the seeker disappears, that which was sought is revealed to be what was already there.
I just want to say this is an open meeting. Everybody's invited to participate. If you have a comment, question, would like to share, please unmute and jump in.
I'll I'll speak again anyway, because there's just more that wants to be said about that, I guess. Um, Something that's been arising and being seen and felt in different ways, I guess, is which has to do with this falling away of the seeker, the falling away of the self, or the seeing through the illusion of self. Once that is seen, um, what what arises almost right after that is that there's no one seeing. There is no seer. And in the falling away of the seer, the duality of the seer and the seen, or even you can call it a, a trinary, the seer, the seen, and the act of seeing, right? The knower, the known, the subject, the object, and the act of knowing. Um, that whole relationship falls apart, and there is no longer there's no difference between the seer and the seen. There's that there is just this, like even to say I am. I was just writing this the other day with Leela, actually, in a text we were sharing. The the even to say I am that I am, or just even I am, becomes too much, because that implies there's an I that is. And that's like two things. There's an I that has the quality of being, but really all there is in that place where there's no where all of that falls apart, there's just this, instead of I am, there's just this amming. It's there's just the activity of amming. And there's nothing that is, and there's nothing that's witnessing that which is. There's just this experience of amming. I'm talking a lot. I'm gonna shut up
You're good. No,
now.
beautiful. Paul, we missed you. You've been away. You have a lot to
So does everybody else. So I'm gonna listen for a little
That
while.
was gorgeous.
Okay.
Amness.
Well,
I'm
I
just
love it. Oh,
uh,
sorry.
no. I was just gonna say I'm just quiet because I feel content and I also have a crick in my neck.
Oh, well,
Go ahead, Paul.
I was, I'm just, I'm amazed that I'm sat here and just before you spoke, Paul, words that came up for me were in defining this, I would start with the lack of difference, and that for me, there's an inquiry that I used, which was, what is the difference between thought and no thought? And the reality of it is, when you explore, there just isn't. There isn't any difference between thought and no thought. There isn't a difference between a seeker and a sought. It's an empty landscape with no one in it and nothing happening. And yet this is it. It's full of all of this.
Yes, exactly. This is, and yet there's this experience like there is something here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
As it appears, it's like, yeah,
as it appears.
yeah. So yeah, smiling because the same thought is being shared in a different voice, and it was just beautiful. So thank you.
Beautiful to hear you, Paul. That's this thing that can catch us too, like it used to catch me. Like, okay, if the self falls away, who's actually experiencing anything, right? And that's really that's just a linguistic trap because no one was actually experiencing anything to begin with. There was no one there experiencing it. It was empty. The universe was empty before I woke up. And now it still is. That amness is still all that's going on. It's just there's layers of ignorance that are lifting, or there's something like and that's the Vedantic way of putting it, right? Because Vedanta is all about like dispelling ignorance, um, as if there were something to be removed. But um, but I guess we say like people I have gotten caught in this quandary, like, oh well, okay, if I've realized that the self is illusory, who realized that? Right? Who is seeing this? Something was seen. Who's doing the seeing? You know? And there's like steps that teachers, that speakers take, where they say, oh, well, that's witness consciousness. Like the individuated self is disintegrated, but now there's still the witness consciousness there. And it's like, okay, it's another stepping stone. It's another like thorn to remove a thorn. But at the end of it, at the end of the day, there was never anybody experiencing anything to begin with. There was never, I'm going to start repeating myself. Uh, you guys get it.
Mm. As a great donkey once said, ogres have layers.
Classic. Yeah.
I was doing some research earlier and was overwhelmed by reading some of Ken Wilber's stuff in integral
Mm.
therapy, and just reminded about how incredibly amazing the brain can be. This projection of independent thought, and how it can make sense of this through language, and point to the very fact that language isn't required at all at the same time. It's just, yeah, Ken Wilber, just astounding.
Yeah, I used to read Ken Wilber, gosh, back in the early 2000s, back when he was first
Yeah.
starting up the whole Integral Institute down in California. And yeah, it just blew my mind.
This is David Chalmers and Paul Heidegger as well. These are two that have written beautifully for different reasons about consciousness, and expressing what it is, in some sort of brilliant way.
I haven't read any Chalmers. Um, he's is he the one? Is he the one that actually coined the phrase "the hard problem of consciousness"? Is that the person that I'm
That's
thinking
it.
of, or is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
different? Yeah.
yeah.
And he's now, I think his current take is something like panpsychism,
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah.
which comes close as long as you believe in things that can have consciousness. But whatever.
Mm.
It's a, I don't fault him for it. He's trying hard. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
I could say a few words. It's so great to hear you guys speak. I could almost be quiet the whole meeting and just listen. It's beautiful. But some of you may have seen my video on Marguerite Porete, the Christian mystic from 1250 who was burned at the stake because she said you didn't need the Christian church. You could go directly to God. He's within. He's always here. And they didn't like that. Um, And somebody commented, they said, well, Michael, how can you talk about, God and, you know, the one looking for God? That doesn't sound like Vedanta, that's not non-duality. And to me, it's all the same. I don't see a difference. It doesn't matter. I think it was Papaji said whether you arrive there to Lucknow by airplane, by car, by train, by foot, all paths lead to the same.
Yeah, that's very Vedantic. I mean, Sri Ramakrishna himself, he was. He, I was just listening to Swamiji talk about this. Swami Sarvapariyananda, he was talking about this in his discourse on teaching of Mandukya Upanishad, how um, the Brahman is it's comfortable in any mold. It's comfortable, like gold is comfortable as a necklace, it's comfortable as a bracelet, it's comfortable as a ring. Um, it's comfortable as Vishnu, it's comfortable as Shiva, it's comfortable as Christ, it's comfortable as Yahweh, it's comfortable as the Buddha. The error is, or not the error, just the misconception. The way that we approach it is like, oh, we think that one shape of gold is more valuable than another shape of gold, but really underneath it's all the same gold.
Hmm.
Like you don't have to melt down all the bracelets and necklaces and rings of the world to find it. It's just right here where we are already. Um, and all paths, like Sri Ramakrishna, he would go to the temples, he would go to the synagogues, he would go to the just he said just check them all out. Like it's all the same. It's all the same um, essential divinity that we're talking about.
Yeah. If anybody's interested in Vedanta, I can recommend, I think it's maybe one of the best books I've ever seen. actually pulled it out today. Uh, it's Swami Dayananda, Introduction to Vedanta,
Mm,
and it's gorgeous. The writing is lucid. It's just the simplicity of his this, and he talks in a very, simple, easy to understand way, talking about, um, you know, we're so used to looking for something outside of us, and anything that we see is instantly an object. And what's seeing is not an object.
100%. Could you, when you publish this the summary video in your email, like could you include a link to that?
Yeah.
Thank you. And if anyone also wants to dig into Vedanta classes, Vedanta teachings, I highly recommend the YouTube channel for the Vedanta Society of New York. Um, that's where you'll find all of Swami Piriyananda's teachings. I can highly recommend his 69 video long form teaching of the Mandukya Upanishad.
Oh my
Amazing.
God. Paul, I went and saw Sarva Prayananda in person here at the LA Vedanta Center,
Oh, nice.
and he is just encyclopedic in
Yeah.
his knowledge.
Yeah.
It's incredible to watch him work. It's really exquisite.
He's got like I think he's got this syncretic view. Like he just like I think he must have a degree in comparative world religions, not to mention an psychology. He's amazing. I saw him in Portland as well,
Oh, nice.
just a few just a few months ago.
Uh, I,
He's a gift.
well, speaking of Vedanta, I want to pronounce that. Is it Sada Jiwa? Is that how we pronounce your name, sir?
Yeah, Sadda Jivan.
Welcome.
Adijiva.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice to have you.
Yes.
Namaste.
Yeah. Namaste. So actually, Ananda is the one who shared the link with me yesterday. Ananda is from India.
Nice.
Actually, I'm from Sri Lanka.
No kidding. I was just there. Just just a week and a half ago, I was sitting in Sri Lanka.
Wow.
Actually,
Where are you right now?
I'm in Colombo.
In
I'm
Colombo.
only,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was just there. We were up in we were up so we of course we flew into Colombo, but then we went up to Unawatuna.
Sorry, where is it?
We went just a little bit north of Colombo up to Unawatuna.
Oh,
Uh,
Unawatuna. Yes.
yeah, um,
Okay.
to a place called Yogashala.
Okay, all right.
Really beautiful up there.
My goodness. Yes. You have seen all the things, right?
Say that again?
You have seen all the beauties in Sri Lanka.
Yes. Oh, yes. It's yeah, it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking there, and a beautiful place to to chill out after Mumbai and Kolkata and Varanasi and Dharamshala and all that. So we traveled around India and then we landed in Sri Lanka and just chilled out for a week. It was
I
great.
see.
Good to see
So,
you, Dane.
yeah, welcome, Dane.
It's an open
Yeah.
meeting if you ever want to share.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sadajiva,
Good to see you.
are you a monk? Are you a
Yeah.
sannyasin?
2 years before I became monk. Previously, I was a management accountant.
Ah,
I hold a, UK and Aussie qualification, like IT and accounting.
it's amazing to me how many monks I meet that came out of finance.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
There's something going on there. Uh, 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 I have him to his degree in some finance related field, accounting or something.
Well, Ramesh Balsekar was president of a bank.
Absolutely, yes.
Anyone listened to or read anything of Neville Goddard? He was,
I used to.
yeah,
I used to listen to him. Yeah.
yeah. There's one of his things that always stuck with me. He said God fell asleep, and he's dreaming himself as me, and it's only ever God that wakes up.
Oh,
That's like adorable and beautiful. Oh my goodness.
It
gorgeous.
is, isn't it?
Fabulous. It's very sweet. It's only ever God that wakes up. And it's only ever God that was asleep in the first place.
And was only the dreaming, but no dream.
Yeah.
I shared the Darkness Tantra song with Paul earlier, Michael. You know what I mean?
The
Maybe
one
we
you
could,
sent, the one you sent me.
yeah, we've listened to it before. The like
Oh,
the Cali
oh my God. Oh,
song.
I love that.
Maybe we could share that one too as a link in your description.
Oh, if I can find it, I was,
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to
okay,
you.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, in fact,
go
I
ahead.
was just listening to it just before we jumped into this meeting. Uh, Leela sent it to me earlier today, and I listened to it and was just contemplating on it. And suddenly Leela pipes up and says, "Oh, I'm going to go jump in Michael's meeting." It's like, "Oh, hey, what a great idea!" So it's fresh in my ears right now.
Yeah,
Brutal,
oh, go ahead.
brutal. I was just gonna say it, brutal love, you know. Of
Yeah, it's a woman as Callie, and she just destroys everything.
Remind me who Callie is.
She is a destroyer. She she's a female. What would you say, Leela? A female god? I mean, I don't even know how to describe her.
yeah, an archetype, another expression of the all, but destroyer of illusions, you know, no mercy.
Destruction without mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a beauty in that it's just complete obliteration. It's not a feel good. It's not
Mm.
designed to make you feel good. It's designed to destroy you.
Callie's often depicted with a head in one hand and a knife in the other, and blood on her tongue,
Yeah, that's it.
a
Uh,
necklace of shrunken, and forearms. I think the simple idea being that once you've removed the head, the ego, she
yeah.
laps up every drop of blood, because if one blood touches the ground, another head will sprout. So the poetic brilliance of ego constructs, and losing your mind only to create another mind that knows it lost its mind.
Which,
Mm.
as it's so she's an aspect. She's one of the aspects of the divine feminine, and she's right there with Durga, who's the Holy Mother. And another way to think of Kali. So there's all this destruction. I mean, rightly associated with, just like you say, the blood and the cutting off of the head and all that. But you could also frame that as being a goddess of compassion.
Yeah.
Um, it's and that's what I was really present to listening to that piece too. But so there's all this destruction, but really what is happening here is a lifting of the veil, a removal of ignorance, a disabusing of the notions of a world that is essentially good or essentially bad, essentially dark, essentially light. None of your comforts, none of the things that you would hold on to or be attached to, none of the things that you would identify with are allowed to stand. So it's through that. um, I wouldn't even call it heartless. I wouldn't even call it. It's just um, desireless. It's just like this, and innocent, really, in that way. Taking away of anything that you would depend on for your identity, anything that you would rely on, which, from the point of view of awakening, that is pure compassion.
It's mercy.
It's mercy. It's grace. Absolutely.
Merciless mercy. Mm.
Merciless mercy, relentless mercy. Yes.
Yeah. A pristine mirror.
Pristine mirror. Exactly. Well
Sounds
said.
like it's kind of like ultimate acceptance, like complete absorption.
Complete absorption. Precisely. It's the removal of resistance or even the concept of resistance.
Or knowing, I would say.
Or even knowing. Yeah, exactly. It's yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I highly recommend listening to that song with headphones. Link below.
Okay, we'll do it. Yeah, what struck me about the recording is how authoritative she sounds. It's no apology. It's like you can try all your little tricks and traps. I'll be here waiting for you when you're done.
Yeah. And she hints, though, like at the truth, at the reality of it, when she starts to say, just peel away your skin and you will find me there.
Mm.
Damn.
Like there is, like, yeah, there is only this, and you are none other than this. Sadhiju, I'm interested. I mean, because we're talking about your home turf here. I'm wondering if you have anything that you would add.
Just give me a
Are
few
you
more minutes.
unmuted? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, yeah, okay. No, what I mean, like, so first of all, I want to tell you, like, English is not my mother language or native language. It's my second language. Sorry for the any, like, something happened, like when I say something is. So this is a case. So I heard that you all talking about empty. So actually, in Theravada, actually we can't say that's a Buddhism because the Buddhism, the Lord Buddha's teaching is not a religion. So just I want to tell you, it's not a religion. Even it is like a mathematics, the calculations. So calculation, we don't have like a Christian calculation, Islamic calculation, Hindu calculation. So mathematics, we don't have. So when it come to numbers, so it's a common to everyone. So when it come to mind, everybody has mind. So it's Lord Buddha has talked about mind. He doesn't put any kind of a law. He didn't put any kind of rules. You have to do this. You have to do that. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. So what he showed us, told us like if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this won't happen. So at the same time, he talk about empty. Empty mean actually. So actually, everybody is go behind the happiness, pleasure, joyfulness, like a joy. So, but for that, what we do is like we study, we spend our entire childhood life to learn all the things, education. So after that, what we do, we get a job, and after that we earn money, and after that, what we do, or otherwise we get married, or otherwise we try to get a house, our own house and vehicle. So jewelries, whatever the things. So because as a creatures, everybody thinks so happiness is inside these things, inside the people, inside the jewelries, the things, objects. But Lord Buddha has found it is not inside the objects or the people, it is inside our mind. So that's why just some of the people are when object, take a one object. So one of the fruit, like I don't know whether how is when I check it, Google it. So I found it durian. Durian is
Oh,
a fruit, I
Dorian.
don't know.
Yes.
So some
Yes.
of the people doesn't like, they don't like durian smell. Some people very love. So how can be one object have two kind of a response?
Right.
Mm.
Think about it. This is the small simple example I can give you. So durian. So most of the people, like especially when it come to Muslim people, they like durian. So even I do like durian, but some people hate the smell. Totally. They don't even go near to that food smell. So why that? The same object has two responses. So because this is the case, so it is a whatever the information we are in whatever the information in our mind, it say, don't go. This is not good. This bad. This person is good. This bad. Based on the information, whatever the information we have, based on that we decide. This is good. This person is good. This person is bad. This religion is good. This religion is not good. This country is good. These people like so you understand, right? So very simple. It is actually created in our mind based on the information. So that is why we call this empty. Empty mean pleasure or the sadness not inside the things or not inside the people. So it's create everything is created in our mind. So when it come to things we see from our eyes, it doesn't have the whatever the sight doesn't have the pleasure or the sadness. Whatever the sounds we hear, it doesn't have the pleasure or the sadness. Whatever the smell we feel, like it doesn't have the sad or the happiness, or pleasure or the sadness, pain, or even a tongue. For the tongue, we get whatever the taste. It doesn't have pleasure or the pain. But when it comes to body, it does have. It has pain, and because it has, because it's because when we see ugly things, our eyes doesn't get pain, only mind. The sound, when you hear the sounds, so ear doesn't get pain, only mind. The smell also same. The nose doesn't get pain, but mind is the one who suffering. So when it tongue also same. If we get a unpleasant this thing, so mind say that this unpleasant, not the tongue. So, but when it come to body, it has pain. It has a pain and the pleasure. This is what Lord Buddha say. Very simply, this is a kind of like a PhD level. So we have to learn the element into the levels to understand the correct way. This is called a realization, not the understanding or remember or get a qualification. Buddhism is the Lord Buddha's teaching is not the for a qualification. It is a understand and realize. Once you realize, that's it.
Yeah. And this is Theravada you're coming from, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much.
That was gorgeous. Never heard it described like that.
Yeah, so objects are inherently empty of meaning. Yeah. And exactly what Swami's saying, you know, we put the meaning, the mind puts the meaning onto the object. The objects are neutral. A knife is not good or bad. A knife is just a knife.
And there's a tremendous opportunity for responsibility in there. One of the traditions I studied for a while, whatever, they used to say any meaning that you find is something that you have added to life.
But that meaning that you add, since there's no you doing the meaning,
any meaning you find is something that you own.
I think Paul's.
I'm losing you guys.
So if you put meaning on an object and there's no you, but there appears to be meaning on the object, that the source or the universe or that which we're pointing to is putting meaning on the object, which is but not separate. There's no separation. There's source, or I'm calling it source, meaning, object, putting meaning on the object, but they're not separate to begin with. But it happens that way. So it's all valid. The meaning on the object is just as much this as some philosophy that says it's something different.
Exactly.
Descriptions. Oh, sorry. I've done it again.
I just said exactly. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah. They're just descriptions, aren't they? It's just God dreaming something.
Yeah, God describing.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. I was sat earlier just I was looking out my window and noticing how there is an automatic function of mind that says there's a noise out there, and a noise in here. And that's just an it's the functions going on its own. The distinction's being made, and yet there isn't one. And that's testable. You can do that now whilst we're speaking and listening. You can see that there's something happening that defines in and out. That that's you're prior to that. You can be aware that the in and out is being superimposed for whatever purpose, for the dream to explore it in a way that you couldn't otherwise explore it. But it's a
Oh, I
real
love that. Yeah.
palpable experience.
It's like the brain's automatically classifying things to try to make that dream seem so real.
Mm. The only currency in existence is attention. When you're aware of attention, what else is there to do? Because it's attention that is the dream, if you like. The dream of personality and individuality is attention. It's me looking. It's me. There's one that attends to that, but that attention, I think from the Latin tendere, to reach out. That reaching out is happening on its own, and you're already there. I am already this, noticing this.
Yeah. So.
Tanya, did you have any? Did you did you want to talk about anything?
Yeah, I did, but I'm not sure how comfortable I feel sharing it, but you might have been able to tell by my face. Yeah, when I attend these meetings, like, because the time of the day it is, I don't get uninterrupted, sort of listening. I just sort of have to divide the attention over everyone else in the
No.
house.
Okay.
Um, but no, what I wanted to talk about is just to sort of find sort of the needs and demands of my 3-year-old quite quite hard, even in light of what has been seen here. Yeah.
It's called forced illusion.
I'm pretty sure there are a number of parents on this call who
Yeah. Resonate with that.
who resonate with your situation there, Tanya. I've yeah.
And I just, my daughter's upset because my husband's had to go off he's got to travel to another town to pick one up for our taxi. See this?
Yeah,
Hey?
bring her up.
Come on, you gonna come and say hello?
Come on.
No.
No.
She's
Nope.
I got a shake of the head. It was just like, that's not happening, Mum.
No.
Well, Tanya, what I want to say, just kind of to second what Paul was saying, it's completely understandable that, sometimes a 3-year-old's going to get the best of us, and frustration is free to arise. It's okay, you know.
Yeah. No. It's something I did actually see yesterday, and what I sort of find is more about like just feeling, and like it's not like I should be like calm all the time, and she's like, there's nothing wrong with how she's acting. It's just like she's just being 3-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just sort of also like sort of the bracing, and sort of like, because like yesterday I was at home with you by myself because she's like didn't have daycare yesterday, and it was like 10 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and I was just thinking, oh, still got all the rest of the day. Because she was having a few moments then, but then that's sort of just for sort of projecting and doing what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just like God trying to get your attention. Everything. It's just God trying to get your attention, and that which comes at us, and we resist it more. We're just resisting God. We don't want to hear it that way. Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Don. That's so good.
I think everything is designed to open the heart. Everything I mentioned, like last week, everything we see, touch, feel, hear, think, react, all to open our heart. It's like I believe in this. I'm a conspiracy theory kind of guy, that the universe is conspiring for us to open our hearts, and we'll do anything and everything to open the heart, and at the same time giving us total absolute control over taking it, not taking it, getting mad, getting upset, doing what we want with it, because it has infinite patience. I mean, I'm talking a lot now, but it's like it's all blessing. It's all blessing. Everything that occurs is like a full blessing, not a little blessing, but a full blessing. Every single thing, every single moment is a blessing.
You're a
some,
blessing.
some blessings land harder.
Thank God.
I just had this image of you talking to yourself in the mirror, Don, and you were saying, "Now listen, God, I'm gonna forget who I am. I'm gonna forget who I am, and you're not to tell me who I am, no matter what happens."
Thank you.
You look in the mirror, you go, something about this is familiar.
Everyone you meet is the face of God. No, sometimes God is wearing a distressing face.
Yeah, God can be very unpleasant at times. Very unpleasant.
Somebody's gotta go talk to God, and just like sit him down, give him a timeout. God, you're just not. You're dysregulated, dude. You gotta
It's hard to locate him.
Yeah, when you're totally non-locatable, when you're everywhere. God,
it's hard
how
to
do you send him a
pinpoint.
voice message? Does he have a WhatsApp account or something?
Tell you what, he's definitely on the spectrum.
Oh, this is comedy. This is great.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I think that's an inside joke we all get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proof of that. Yeah.
Guilty.
That's the research I'm doing at the moment as part of a master's. Is I'm proposing that neurodivergence is a gateway to non-dual states, that it can
Oh,
provide.
absolutely.
You know.
Does it mean I'm
Absolutely.
special?
Ah,
Yay. Hey, Dane, feel free to unmute and jump in if you like.
Sure. What's been happening with me lately is like a lot of mirroring in my life. Um, if you guys have any input on that, like just or experiences that you've had, um, changes inside, it changes with me. It's, affecting family and relationships a lot,
Tell us more about that.
Um, oh, just like relationship with like a spouse, that changing where um like less attachment would happen, and then like my son and his girlfriend breaking up, or um relationships that I've had with other family members like stepdad or mother that that change all at the same time,
Mm.
it's like everything around me is just like right now just is just going crazy, uh like every week there's some new kind of pretty big change,
No.
that, as
Yeah.
far as things used to be, like there's a constant that occurs for years and years, and then things can change quickly, and that's what's been going on. So I just wondered if you guys,
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah,
Well, I would say, Dane, that actually everything is changing every second.
right.
In a way, that's all there is change.
I think
Right.
the attachment to those patterns is what you're living through right now. The as those patterns fall away, your own unconscious need to be held within those patterns is falling away. So it's destabilizing.
Hmm.
When you look at someone, you don't feel the same attachment necessarily that you did in the past, but that's just thought not going through a pattern that it used to go through. There's the neediness goes,
Hmm.
so it's a real fundamental breakup of that subconscious pattern, or of the emptying out. That's how my experience over here was, an emptying out that kind of
Hmm.
leaves you in a place of, am I going, somewhere? Is something going wrong here? Because
Right.
how I feel is just completely changed and falling apart. So yeah, it can be quite turbulent from my experience anyway.
Mhm.
Dean. Yeah.
Yeah. There can be a temptation for there to be a story. Am I cold? Am I cold-hearted? Do I not care?
Mhm.
Really,
Yeah.
you're just seeing things in a more sober way, and you're able to be with them more. Maybe you're not getting the
wondering.
reaction out of people that they expect.
What was it?
I'm just wondering, Dane, if as this breakup is happening around you, what's your story about it? I mean, do you have a sense of that? Like, do you have a story that looks like, hey, there's something wrong here?
Oh no,
Okay.
no, just the more and more realization that my hands aren't on the steering wheel.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Mm,
Yes,
mm,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
mm,
That
Yep.
and so as these things are happening, are you feeling
mm.
like I hear in that like there's a sense of detachment. I mean, is it like ease that you're feeling?
It's like a roller coaster.
Mhm.
The body
So,
can, yeah.
so it's like you can hear the clanking as you go up the hill,
Uh-huh.
anticipation,
Uh-huh.
and then but you don't really know when that's going to end, and then all of a sudden there's a freak out
Yeah.
Yeah.
as you go over the top, the precipice, and then
Mhm.
after you go through that for a short period of time, I'm just, letting that happen a lot more. And I know I used to like suppress everything a ton for years and years,
Exactly.
and so I just like let it flow through. It goes through pretty quick, and then there's like a deeper contentment, peace, um, and
This
like
is
a trust. Yeah.
this is really great what you're saying. So it's what I'm hearing that there's a lack of resistance. There's like an acceptance that's arising.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it doesn't mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that it's like that it doesn't matter. It just means you're not attached to the outcomes.
Yes.
I like what you said by the your hands aren't on the steering wheel, you're realizing, like on a roller coaster, or and
Mhm.
that can be quite frightening at times.
Yeah.
For the body, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
all
a
these things
futility.
are coming back into my life from like childhood, like relationships that I had with like aunts
Yeah.
or like relatives that I kind of fell away from or something. But it's almost like I'm being put back into my childhood
Hmm.
in real life.
Hmm.
All those relationships are coming back to how they were when I was like one
Yeah.
or like an infant.
Mm.
Like the
Mm.
people that cared for me and that I used to have around me all the time are coming back into my life, you know. So it's
Yeah.
just kind of weird. It's just, it's just a little bit strange.
I wish you the absolute best
Thank you.
in your journey, Dane, truly.
I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it though.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. That's
Good.
cool.
I think
Put your
that's the
hands up.
key.
The roller
That's
coaster.
the key. If you can appreciate it as it's happening and not get attached to that there's some way that it ought to be that it isn't, right? And
Mm.
that happens when you no longer need life to be something for you. You no longer need life to be a particular way in order for you to be okay. You're not identified with your relationships looking a particular way or your life looking a particular way. That's that's um that's liberation, right?
But that too would be okay. What you said, that too would be okay if that's what you're
Hmm.
doing. That'd be as okay as the liberation, the so-called liberation.
Mm.
Whatever you're doing is
Hmm.
okay. Whatever you're doing is that, I think Paul said, that arm extending through you. It's already being done by the
Mm.
divine. You can't do it wrong. It's
Right.
impossible. Impossibility. That's hard to get.
Subtle.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we're at time, aren't we, Jeff? Michael?
You know,
Yeah, I'm just really enjoying
One
all
more hour. One more hour. One more hour.
beautiful. Well, I just want to say that really it's seeing that you really don't know, you know? I mean, that's about the most honest thing I can say.
yeah.
Hmm.
I just don't know.
And not knowing is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Not knowing, being confused, being
Mhm.
overwhelmed, seeking for the Lord, all perfect. Because that is what the Lord is doing. We're not doing that. The Lord is doing that. Oh, praise the Lord, huh?
Right.
Beautiful.
Praise the Lord.
Everything's falling into place. It's falling into place.
Whoa. Whoa, this got deep. Whoa. Whoa, you have anything more to say about that?
That's, oh my goodness.
I like that. Whoa. Oh, God.
It's
Beautiful.
falling. Yes, it is. Yes.
Thank you guys.
Much love.
I want to thank
Thank
you
you,
guys
guys.
for coming. Wonderful.
Much love.
Nice to
Mwah.
meet you guys.
But
See you in the future, hopefully.
Have a good night,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Michael.
Bye.
Thanks,
You're
everyone.
welcome.
Thank you.